In this video, I'm going to talk about how to recover the right way from depersonalization and derealization, more commonly known as DPDR, because through my process of helping people, I see so many common mistakes that people make, and I'm not going to go over all the mistakes. I'm going to go over one of the biggest ones, which tends to fix a lot of the other little mistakes as well. Every day, I help people just like you recover from DPDR. And one of the biggest mistakes I see people make, particularly right at the beginning, is just thinking that enough time and being patient is going to help them recover. And a big example of this is probably half of the people that I help have actually had DPDR in the past. And what's usually happened to them is they've had DP, they have just sort of gotten on with life and ignored it. They've come out of it, and then something has happened again and they fall back into DPDR again. And this is horribly distressing because they are thinking, well, look, I thought this thing was gone. I thought I'd gotten rid of it and now it's here. And some of the things I used to do in the past, like just trying to ignore it or just getting on with my life or just keeping so busy that I just sort of forgot about it, these things aren't actually working now. So it can feel tremendously difficult for these people. All of these people, they missed one key ingredient, and I want to make sure that you don't miss this too, so you don't fall into that category. And that is, they never actually processed their anxiety. They never actually figured out what was making them anxious. And so the things that were making them anxious then, something might happen to trigger that again, because they didn't really learn how to cope and to process the anxiety back then. They didn't understand why they were anxious and what they were thinking to make them anxious and all these other things that happen. And so it just happens again. And so that's why people fall into it again, is because anxiety does create the symptom of DPDR. So if you never actually process the anxiety, if you never get to the root cause of what actually happened, then it might come back. I'm not saying it will come back, not at all. I'm just saying that from my experience, the people I've helped, everybody who has had it a second time, they have said to me, I didn't really know what I did to get out of it the first time. So this is the reason why time by itself isn't going to be enough for you to fully recover from DPDR and make sure that it never comes back again. Because when you think about it, with time, if you're not actually changing anything, if you're not actually sort of putting in different ingredients to make sure you get out different results, then it could happen again. But this is actually really empowering because it means you do have the ability to put in different ingredients to put out different results. It's not a hopeless case and it's never too late, and it doesn't matter how long you've had it and all that type of stuff. It's totally possible to recover from this 100%. All you got to do is make a few changes. Now, what those changes are specific to you, I don't know, because I don't know your story and your life and what you've been through and all that type of stuff. But the general sort of overriding rule for everybody is that if you want different results, you've got to put in different stuff. So consider what it is for you. Is there a little thing that you can add? Is there a little thing that you can think to yourself like, oh, hang on a minute, that event which made me really anxious a couple of months ago, have I really dealt with that? Or have I just kept myself so busy that I don't actually have to think about it? Why don't I think about it a little bit? Why don't I think about what actually made me anxious and why I was anxious there, to really help me and make me just become a stronger, less anxious person in the future? These are the type of things that you can say to yourself and that you can do. From literally 100% of the people that I've helped, they've all changed something. Every single one of them have changed either 1 or 2 or 10 or 20 different things. And it doesn't have to be massive things. It can just be small things. Even if it's like 5 little small things, these things will all add up to be something which is really big and really powerful. And so this is something that you can consider as well. And you might be sort of sitting there right now going, well, crap, I don't know what to change. And this is the reason why I wrote the Freedom course, because I tell you the things that you need to think about which are going to get you out of this. It's an online course where you just follow the videos step by step, and all you need to do is follow it and do the things that I talk about in the videos. And each video builds upon the next, so you're constantly building this really great knowledge base. And so you're learning so many powerful tools and skills that are going to stay with you to ensure that not only do you recover, it is never going to come back, because you're actively involved in your recovery and you're putting in all these different ingredients. You know, you keep these skills for life, and then you can sort of apply them to other areas of your life when DPDR is just a faded memory of the past. And if you are interested in checking out that course, then there is a link in the pinned comment and also a description which tells you everything you need to know about exactly what happens in the course and how it's going to help you. So go and check that out. I'd love to see you in there. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.